Um, Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. This session is organized by the Kana House. I warmly welcome you all to guest session on automating data analysis using Google AI Studio. I warmly welcome you all today's guest session. We are truly honored to have with our special guest, Mr. Abhishek Raj Permani, who is a senior ML engineer and author and speaker and an internationally renowned data science mentor. Today's session will give us a valuable insight into how AI can simplify and automate data analysis. Thank you all for joining us today. Now, without taking much time, I would like to invite our guest to begin the session. Sir, please begin this session.
Manoj, thank you. I hope I'm audible perfectly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great, great. Very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, from wherever you are attending the session. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Thana, Club team, and IT Madras for having me. I'm very happy and feeling good to be part of the community. So, okay, cool. So let me share my screen and we'll talk about it more. Hmm. Cool, guys. So, yeah, this will be the topic that we are going to discuss today. That is Google AI Studio. We'll be working around and building a very good data analysis, real-time data analysis tool. That too without writing a single line of code. And we'll be all doing this using Google AI Studio. Now, uh, before we start, this is me. I want to introduce myself, and I would love if you can introduce yourself in the chat as well, so that I can know about every one of you. Of course, I know your name, that is clearly visible. So maybe your year, your current year, which branch you are of part of, what is your interest, what exactly you are working with, anything like that that you can share with us. It would be great. So I think the chats are open. You can write that in the chat and I'll tell you about this session. As we progress in this session, we'll try to keep it as interactive as possible, and whenever you have any kind of doubt, you can unmute yourself, you can write that in the chat. Whatever you feel comfortable with, you can go ahead and I will try to resolve your doubt. Okay. This is me, Abhishek Rajpurmani. I have done my bachelor's and master's from IIT, and I have around 6-7 years of corporate experience. I have worked with a lot of communities, a lot of edtechs around the space. I have mentored more than, this number has even increased. I have more than 1 lakh plus candidates to make a transition into the AI space. That's what I do and what I love. And I have written patent. I have written a book with Springer. I have written research papers in international conferences. I regularly visit IITs. I regularly visit at Google events, AWS community events as well. So yeah, that's about my short experience. And I it would be great if we can connect over LinkedIn. You can just directly search my name, and on Google you will find the initial couple of pages will be me only. So yeah, please type my full name in Google and you will definitely find it. Otherwise, I'll be sending you the link for the social media networks in the end of this session as well. Cool. So let's get started. I want you all to please open, just type Google AI Studio in the chat. This is very easy for you to, like, you can just type Google AI Studio and you will be on the page. Okay, you can see the very first link is Google AI Studio. You can just click on it, and this is what Google AI Studio looks like. Now, why exactly Google AI Studio, Abhishek? What exactly it is? But before we start with Google AI Studio, I want to know from you how many of you have actually built something on Google AI Studio, have seen Google AI Studio, or have used Google AI Studio, anything like that? Anyone? You have used Google AI Studio prior? Anyone? Not yet. Okay. Okay. Thank you for responding. Others, what do you think? Have you used Google AI Studio? Explored it? Opened it? Okay. Okay, I can see. It seems like no one is have done Google AI Studio. It seems like okay. So this is going to be a great learning session for you. It seems great. Great. Thank you everyone for responding. Om, Manoj, everyone, Karthik for responding, and yeah. So we'll be exploring the Google AI Studio end to end. Now, if you see, this is the platform that we have. Now this is the place where we can, what exactly Google AI Studio, the idea behind AI Studio is that you will get to learn about, you can do anything from Google AI Studio. You can generate images, you can real time voice and video thing with the Gemini. You can convert text to speech, you can have video generation, any featured coding and reasoning and chatting is of course possible. The best part about Google AI Studio is that it provides you with bunch of tools where you can work around. Okay, you can provide the URLs as well. It can get the context from the URL as well. You can just turn it on and it can get context from URL. Even on the Google Maps, okay, you can turn your location on and it can get the context from your Google Maps API as well. So it has a voice command. You can add the files, images, videos, audio, anything on the Google AI Studio. And the very good thing about that we are going to do is we are going to build something with Google AI Studio. Okay, so you can get on the build page as well. You can see the dashboard as well, which will show you APIs, projects, everything like that, right? Different projects that I have worked on, the usage that I have done, right? The number of API responses and everything, how many tokens are generated and live API call, request per model, all those things are can also be seen here on the Google AI Studio. So like last one day, no data is available, but if you see like last 90 days, there has been some movement on the page that I have created. The rate limits, you can talk about the rate limits as well. Out of text out models, how many models you can work on, okay, where exactly you have spent, right? The logs and the data sets, so everything you can see here. Okay, that is on dashboard. And then you can go to documentation where you will find a good number of documentations on Google AI Studio, how exactly you can use, there are some quick starters as well. There are places where you can find your API keys, okay, and stuff like that, right? All these things you can explore. Then there is something called code labs, right? The Google have their Google code labs. So in this code lab, what exactly it does, so basically you can search for uh, AI Studio, and you can see vibe code with Gemini in AI Studio, deploy from AI Studio to Cloud Run, right? So you can go, these are some kind of notebooks, okay, where you can keep scrolling and you can keep building, and at the end of the day you will build something great out of it. Okay, like this particular notebook is for deploying an AI Studio from AI Studio to Cloud Run. Okay, then this is vibe coding with in Gemini in Google AI Studio, right? So what exactly you are building, how to refine everything with proper screenshots is what I have mentioned. I have even created this game as well by myself using this collab. So that is what we actually do, right? You can even, the best part about Google AI Studio, guys, is that you can quickly save whatever you have worked with. You can quickly save it to GitHub, right? Because this is something that very rarely a platform provides. For example, if you take example of ChatGPT, in case of ChatGPT, what happens? You have created the code from ChatGPT, but you have to download the code. You have to run it in your VS Code. Okay, but in AI, Google AI Studio, you can just, it generates the code and you can run it there itself, right? And not only running, you can deploy the code as well. There is a publish button that you can see here. You can deploy your code. You can share your code. Okay, it can convert into zip file. It can convert to anything, right? You can even push it to GitHub. Now, the best part about pushing it to GitHub is that it will create a repository that will not only have the code for you, it will also have the README file and everything that you want in a general project structure. It can get you there, right? So people ask me, Abhishek, we are struggling a lot with creating things on GitHub, committing things on GitHub. I find it very difficult to create a README file, create a project structure. I say like, man, you have not explored free tool that is called Google AI Studio, right? You can literally use it for free. You can create anything out of it. You just need to click on save to GitHub, and it will create beautiful GitHub repository for you. So whatever project you want to create, just ask Google AI Studio to create that. It will work on it, run it, publish it, push it to GitHub, and your project is end to end done. And even you have good number of commits on GitHub as well, right? So this is how you can actually work. Then you can shift it once you are out of Google AI Studio, you are on GitHub. From GitHub, you can clone it to VS Code, you can clone it to anyone, you can add collaborators, other people's, and everyone. All of you can work on this project now, right? So this Google AI Studio is a great point. Recently I was taking a session on where the founders of different startups were there. Okay, I think it was in Mumbai. So I was exploring them and telling them about multiple tools of Google. One of them being Google AI Studio, another was Google Anti-Gravity. So I explained them why exactly Google Anti-Gravity is very, very important to it. Okay, this is the first ID tool that has agentic behavior into it, right? That is, if you create a code, for example, ChatGPT creates a code in VS Code. VS Code is also an ID, right? So in VS Code, it generates the code. Maybe you are using Copilot or Cursor, it will generate the code in the VS Code. That's it. But what Google Anti-Gravity will do, Anti-Gravity will not only generate the code, it will test your code as well on the real-time basis, right? It will open the browser screen. Let's say if you are developing a website, you have asked him to create a website. It will not only create a website, you can ask him to generate a website, like to test the website as well. So it will go through each and every sub page, check all the details, and in your live basis, on the live basis, it will open it. Okay, and it will do everything. So that is how fantastic the AI space has become. So we have transitioned from the Gen AI space to this agentic space, and I really want you guys, especially being in IT Madras, that you should explore these kind of tools on your own as well. Now you can, as I mentioned, you can deploy it to Google Cloud Run as well, right? There is a cleanup option as well. You don't have to you don't want to have any recurring cost on your Google payment account. So you can, after deploying, you can clean up as well, right? So then there are some system instructions that you can keep in mind. You can define the annotations. Even let's say in a particular website that you have created, you are not liking something. So what you can do, you can go to the select option, right? And you can mark that, you can annotate that like a sketch pen. Okay, and you can ask him like, this particular thing is what not I'm writing liking. For example, if I don't like this English color, that is English written over here. So what I'll do in Google AI Studio, I will circle this out. Okay, using this annotation, I will circle this out, and I will ask Google AI Studio to change this color to, let's say, black, to change the button color to black, and it will change it on the real time basis. That is how fantastic Google AI Studio has become, right? So that is why this is something that you all should explore. Okay, and if you want a prompt, this is the prompt that you can get it. Okay, now this will create a web app, a React based web app with a music player and a stake later game. I have already created that. If you go to build, yeah, this is the app that I have already created. Okay, and this is the app that I've already created. It took me some of the prompts, like see the same exact prompt I have pasted here. That is written over here. I have pasted the same prompt here, and I have got this particular result, right? Now I can easily play this game around. Okay, now it's not about just creating a game, right? The game is just part of one thing, right? You know that it is more to the game, right? I can publish it, right? I can click on the publish button. Okay, I can even migrate the app, I can share the app, I can chat with it, I can publish it, right? So that is how it everything works around, right? I can even push it to github. You can see this is where I have pushed it to GitHub already, right? If I show you how exactly it gives, you can see this is how exactly it will create your GitHub repository, right? See guys, this is where this is what I have created the app using just one prompt. Okay, and I have pushed it to GitHub. Okay, you just need to click on this publish button. Okay, here you will see the GitHub option. Okay, and yeah, you have already done, I have already done it, and this is how beautiful it looks like. See, this is how the beautiful readme will look like. It will create your own branch and everything like that. Yeah, so this is very good advantage of having and working with um, Google AI Studio. You can see it is generated by Google Gemini AI Studio repository template, right? So this is how it looks like. Cool, guys. So this is just one example, but we are not going to replicate this. Okay, I was just showing you what level of extent something that I've already built. Okay, and but we are going to build something new in this particular session. So let's get started. Meanwhile, if you have any kind of doubt, please let me know in the chat. Yes, please. Wait. Okay, someone has a doubt. I have a doubt if we create some project using AI and post it to GitHub. Hmm. So, see, these are called AI generators. Okay, putting the license on AI generated content is something that is questionable, right? But if I am having it openly, okay, and saying that it is generated from Google Gemini, right, it is of course not questionable, because if you see, there is no licensing that would be involved in this project. Okay, for example, if I create a AI generated code and I try to license that particular code, of course that would be a problem, but I can't license it. But yeah, it is of course not illegal because these are open source tools, right? We the code is although open source, right, it is created using some open source library and everything like that, right? So you don't have to worry about at all. Okay, but yeah, of course, don't license the code. Okay, I hope I was clear. Okay, great. Thank you for the doubt. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we can. This is our time. Okay, we can create anything. But the topic of the session that I gave was around building a data analysis tool where we can upload a CSV file and we can get the analysis done from there. Okay, so this is a prompt that I have built. Okay, build a polished SaaS style CSV analysis dashboard front end. These are the design inspirations and all these things. Okay, so I'll copy this prompt. Don't worry, I will send you this prompt in the chat. Let me send you the prompt in the chat. Hmm. AI generated analysis, my accuracy or hallucination. Great, good question, Ajit. So whenever there comes a question with hallucination or accuracy, okay, these are something that AI keeps on always improving, right? And where exactly we as a human comes into the picture is because of these two problems that AI has right now, right? Accuracy, in terms of accuracy, of course it is not 100% accurate always. First thing. Second thing, it hallucinates a lot, right? So in these two places we comes at the picture. Also, another thing that I personally use is that I try to write. I don't write my prompt on my own. I always ask either Gemini or ChatGPT or Perplexity to write the prompt for me. Okay, and I always ask them to write a prompt of what exactly they need to do and what exactly they don't have to do. Okay, what features I want, what exact details I want, everything I ask them to write, right? So in this way I control the hallucination. Okay, but you can't like always avoid hallucination. See, when you talk about prototyping and production grade, there are two things that you need to keep in mind. See, when we say prototyping is something that is working in your local system. Okay, of course, it is very good for prototyping. Okay, and it gives production grade. When I say production grade, it means that there is of course a security layer that you need to add. You can also ask Google AI Studio to look to create a security layer, but I don't think that would be a good idea to depend on an external tool to manage your security requirements. Okay, so I always ask candidates to like always have a human in the loop when you are working on production grade systems, right? Because production grade systems are not very simple. They require real time traffic monitoring, they require security checks, they require auto scaling and all these kind of things, right? Google AI Studio or in general any AI app is not very good at scaling up things, right? So whenever the traffic will increase, there are very high chances that your app will might break out. So you require a dedicated deployment server, you require a lot of things out there. But for you guys, if you are in your college right now and you want to mention a production grade system, Google AI Studio is very well sufficient enough for you to build anything like that, that you are mentioning as production grade. But what we work in the industry, we have to take care of a lot of things. Okay, because at our level, uh, downsizing of the instances, a lot of new instances will get created. We have to fluctuate, the load get fluctuated due to the traffic on the app. So it becomes difficult for us to manage the things, right? So and of course it is very difficult for a small app to manage all these systems, right? So you always require a human in the loop. But for you guys, as I mentioned, Google AI Studio, you can ask them. For example, a very common examples that I give is Zomato data analysis dashboard. You can ask him to create a Zomato data analysis dashboard. It will put the Zomato logo. It will create a very beautiful platform that looks like production grade. The only difference that it will create, and it is used for the industry, is the security layer. It is the deployment servers that will change. Right now it will be hosted on Google free domain or free servers, right? But when we go to for production grade on, when we work for the industry, right, we have to deploy in their own servers, right? And the security thing changes. The Git repository will of course not be private, of course not be public, it will be a private repository. So these kind of things will change. But if you see at a student level, at a fresher level, as someone who is applying for the industry, who wants to get into the industry, it can create very very good projects. Hmm. Okay. Another good question. But Ajit, was previous question clear to you? The production level application side? Yeah. Great. Okay. Perfect. Now, uh, another question इस टूल से, इस टूल को सीखने से इंटर्नशिप या जॉब्स में क्या एडवांटेज मिलेगा? Hmm. Good question, Ajit. So imagine you want to build any project around it. You know, first the biggest advantage is building projects that looks very good. Okay, for imagine when I was in the college. Okay, in like 7 8 8 years back, when I was in my college, and I used to create my final year project were used to be like a website, right? My college IIT website, right? That was my final year project. Okay, now imagine a final year project being a website at this point of time, right? It absolutely does not make sense, correct? So this is how the problems become, right? And this is how the things have become very easy for you. Now you cannot showcase a website as your final year project. Even a second or third year student will not showcase a website as their like college project, correct? Because they have become very easy. But for us back then, we used to code HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, PHP we used to work on. So we used to write the every line of code on with our bare hands, right? We used to write line by line code, right? This time bare, like very rarely, not even in the college, in the industry as well, very rarely people write code now, right? They always have they are always as AI assistants for them to help into that, right? So this has become a bigger problem. Okay, and this has also created and made things very interesting for you guys, because now you have to build very very good projects. So the only thing that you can use Google AI Studio for getting internship and project is try to build production grade systems. Okay, just building the project is not enough. Try to deploy it somewhere. Try to learn Google Cloud platform or any other cloud platform. Okay, understand how things work at a scale level, right? How exactly things work at a corporate level, where we deploy our services. We use Kubernetes, we use Docker, we use a bunch of different things, and we deploy our services, manage our services. So I would like you to use those things, right? And create an end-to-end system, right? It may be a simple application that you develop. Like for example, today we are going to develop a simple application, data analysis dashboard. Okay, build that dashboard, that's absolutely fine. But download that or share it to GitHub, and then after GitHub, start take couple of people with you and start working on deploying that project. Deployment in the sense it will have a URL, for example csv.com, something like that. Okay, getting a point. Or data analysis csv.com, something like that. Have get that URL. It will not cost you more than 500 or 1000 per year. Okay, and you can deploy that application. Try to learn AWS, try to learn Google Cloud Platform, explore those places, see how actual deployments are working. Okay, because see, if a particular thing is being done by AI, now you all have to understand, you all are smart people, right? You have to understand, like, if a particular certain thing is being built by AI, right? Now in order to scale that up, it is our responsibility. Okay, as a engineers, we have to take that ownership and we have to deploy those applications. Okay, and that is where the jobs are still remaining, right? So if you ask me, like, Abhishek, data analysis dashboard, it can easily be built by Google AI Studio that we will see right now, right? But in order to scale them up, it is very difficult, right? For AI for to do it right now. Okay, maybe in the future it can do, but yeah, not right now. Yeah, yeah, of course we can build. Of course we can build. You just have to give a right prompt. Okay, couple of more doubts, I know. I'll come back to it. Okay, let me copy this prompt and paste it because it will take time for him to generate the code as well, right? So let's get him start working. Okay, and we will talk about it. Yeah, so we'll just paste the prompt and press enter and it will start working on it. Okay, now there are options of preview as well. You can see what exactly it is getting created. Right now it has created metadata file. Okay, and slowly and steadily it will start creating multiple things, multiple files, and everything within few minutes it would be creating an end-to-end working project in front of your eyes. Please remember there is a token limit attached to it. Okay, free token limit that you can use and stuff like that, so please use it very carefully. Of course, if it changes, you can switch to another Google account and try to use it. Get it onto your GitHub, whatever project is completed, then use it at somewhere else. Okay, and like complete the project somewhere else. So yeah, these things you can do. And of course, you like the Google platform, you like the Google AI Studio, there is no harm in taking one premium and try out more things. Now you can see it has created metadata.json already. Okay, and it is now creating index.css file for it. But yeah, meanwhile he is creating, I will like to take your doubts as well. Okay, Karthik is asking, yes Karthik, it can create beautiful apps. One of them will be exploring today. Okay, and similarly it can create multiple apps, whatever you require. It can create hand gesture based application, it can create your portfolio website, it can create object detection website, it can create anything that you want. Okay, pretty much. So yeah, now it is creating app txx file. So yeah, you can ask your doubts, guys, until it creates. I have used AI tools like Claude for generating code, Versal for deployment. Hmm. 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 See, comparison can be done on the benchmarking, right? You can do a benchmarking analysis of Google latest model that they are using. I think Gemini 3, yeah, correct. Gemini 3 is what it is using. So you can do a benchmarking on logical thinking, on coding, on mathematical, on reasoning, these kind of parameters, and you can compare Gemini as a model with Claude and Versal over it. But if you see as a overall package, you are using multiple apps to create an application, push it to GitHub, deploy the application. Google AI Studio is giving everything in a single package, everything as a one platform. Okay, and that is the best part, I think. I like about Google AI Studio, and also I like about Google Anti Gravity as well. Yeah, you can see it has created the project. Okay, it has created the website for us. And even what I can do is I will try this out. Okay, but now in order to try this out, I will take some sample data, sample CSV. You can pick up any file from Kaggle or anywhere. Okay. Let me open this customer 100 customer CSV file. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Okay, a open source GitHub present file. So what I'll do is I'll go to my platform. I will go to download. We'll pick up this file. Yeah, once I've uploaded, you can see this. These are all the analysis that it has done. Distribution metrics, how many values are there, right? Raw data reviews and everything. Okay, how many metrics are numeric metrics, header count, total number of nodes, everything it has done. Now if you want to add, let's say I don't like, I there is only one visualization, right? I want more visualization into it, right? This platform looks okay, but let's say I want more visualization into it. Okay, so I can, there are already present features, you can ask from it. But let's say I want to add more visualizations in, add more visualization, that's it. Okay, also let's say I don't like any particular color over it. Okay, so you can annotate it as well. But yeah, let's leave it for some time else. Yeah, let him show that. Then I will show you how you can actually publish it and how you can push it to GitHub on the live basis. So now he is adding more visualizations into it. So he will be modifying the code, and will be we can click on reload the app every time, and we can it, once it is completed, more visualization will be added. Okay, so this is how the app overall looks like. Okay, let him finish, then we will go to publication part. If you want to see the website in the full page, this is how the website looks like. Okay, this is our website, the portal that we have created within minutes. Okay, and even you can test it with across various devices. Like you want to see how it looks in the mobile device. Yeah, this is how it looks. You want to see how it look in the tablet. This is how it looks. So yeah, it has added, it is modifying the files, it is changing the UI. These are the core technologies it has used: React 19, Tailwind CSS, Red Charts, Paper Parts, and different bunch of things. Yeah. This is what exactly the key features are, right? There are some KPI metrics, then there is automated inside panels and all these things. It seems like it has modified. Yeah, it has added few visualizations. Let's test it out. I will reload the app once. I will upload the same CSV file. Yeah, you can see it has added more visualizations into it. Yeah, if you see here, yeah, you can see distribution matrix. Okay, a line chart it has added, a pie chart it has added, correlation mapping it has added, raw data preview it has added. Yeah, so now it looks much better to me, right? Now let's say I want to deploy. Of course you can ask him to change the color or anything like that that you want. Okay, and it can do that basically in minutes, right? You can go into the focus mode. Yeah, cool. Now let's say I want to publish it. So you can publish it. You can click on the publish. Yeah, I want to create a new project. Let me create a new project. Data analysis dashboard. I create a new project. Yeah, it is loading the project. Data analysis dashboard. I just have to select a free billing account. Okay, although it will not charge you anything, but yeah, if in case your usage goes out of a certain limit, uh, you give him a charge. Yeah. Yes, great. It is verifying the project. Yeah, you can see there is a publish app button here. I'll click on publish app. If my app uses database, heavy cloud storage, and anything like that that requires a billing thing, then it is calculating my billing. But it will take few seconds or minutes, depending upon your app capacity, how big your app is, depending upon that. And yeah, once it is done, it will like publish your app. The best part about it is it is very fast. Okay, you can see that it is very interactive. Okay, you can ask him to change anything like that, and it can change anything very rapidly. Okay, and it is very prompt to everything, right? You can see my app is finally purchased, published, and this is my app URL. I will send you the URL. I want you all to open this app that we have created together. So this is not my app, this is all of our app, right? So this is how it will look like, and it is live hosted now. You can upload any CSV file that you want, or that you have, let's say your students data, your class analysis, anything like that, and it will do the analysis for it, right? See how beautiful the app looks like. You can change everything, guys. You believe me, you can change everything that you want. You can change the color, you can change the font style, you can change the design, anything that you want. It will change that, okay, for you. So yeah, let me show you how to publish it on GitHub, right? You can just click on GitHub, name the repository that you want. Let's say data analysis dashboard, okay, using Google AI Studio. Yeah, I'll keep it public, and yeah, I'll click on create GitHub repository. So it is creating GitHub repository as well. Now once that GitHub repository is created, you can see the GitHub repository has created, all these files have been pushed, and I will say stage and commit all the changes. It is uploading all the changes. Yeah, no changes to commit. You can see this is how my GitHub repository will look like. You can see how beautiful repository have been created in few minutes. That's all. You can see data analysis dashboard using Google AI, the name of that I have given, all the files, every requirement, all the code, everything is there. Beautiful readme that has the live link of my app as well. And yeah, everything. It also has prerequisites, how to run the app, and everything, it is there. You can even ask him to modify the readme file as well. So yeah, this is how it is done, guys. And that is how easy it is to create anything that you want using Google AI Studio. Yeah, in just single one prompt. The only thing is that you have to make sure that you write the right prompt at the right time. And yeah, that's it, nothing else you have to do. So any doubts, guys? Any doubts in this particular platform, how we created anything like that? Did you liked it? Firstly, did you liked it? That is one question. Did you like the ease of making it? Yeah, you can see how things easy has become, right? How easy it is to create anything that you want, right, with the help of AI now, right? Yeah, so see there are certain tips that I could give you while generating a good prompt. A good prompt is something which has where you define the role to whom you are writing the prompt. For example, if you are writing a prompt to Google AI Studio, ask him that you are a world class web designer, and then design my web page. My web page will have these features. These are the things that you have to do. These are the things you have to avoid, and all these things. So as detailed prompt as you can give, as to the point prompt as you can give. Okay, that is the only case. Okay, that is the only tip that I would like to give you, right? Don't write vague prompts like create a website that will do data analysis. Then again, you won't know what exactly it will create. Okay, so that is the biggest problem. Okay, yeah, it is very easy, it is very cool. Yeah, okay, what things, any doubts, guys? Anyone? Okay, what things we have avoided using Google AI Studio or Google Gemini? The majority of the things that we have avoided is, you can say, the ease of publishing, the ease of putting on it on GitHub, that I like about Google AI Studio. um, I like the accuracy on which it works. Most of the time it has given me perfect projects that I require. Mm. Then it is connected to my Google Cloud platform, so I majorly work on Google Cloud platform and use Google Cloud services. So for me, managing this app would be very easy. I can deploy it to Google Cloud services, even I can deploy it to AWS once it is on GitHub. So that is of course not the case, but yeah, that is something that I like the most about it. So yeah, these are pretty much things that you have avoided. You could have used other tool as well, but again, we have used a single tool. Make sure that you use a single tool if you want to compare. Okay, Ajit, I hope that answers your question. Cool, guys. So yeah, this is my Instagram handle. I would love to connect with you all, and yeah, that was pretty much everything. I would love for you to connect with me on my LinkedIn account as well. This is my LinkedIn. Yeah, we can get connected on LinkedIn as well. So yeah, that was everything, guys. If you have any question, if you have any doubt, please let me know. And yeah, pretty much that was all I needed to cover from this session. You have been a lovely audience. You were very interactive, and I hope you are getting something good, and you are taking something very good from this session now. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope you have a great time ahead, and I hope you have learned something good. Yeah.